Alright, there we go, chat. Now it's up and ready. Today we're going to be playing a very different game than what you're used to. This isn't Rivals, this isn't Pokemon Whack. This is a very, very nice game that I just thought was fun. And I thought that we could have fun streaming it. So, this is Realm of the Mad God. And we're going to turn on the game capture now. I'm sorry that we didn't have it on when I started. The reason why was because I was actually busy doing something in the background. We're going to be the Paladin. He is my favorite. And I am way too loud. Oh my god. I am so sorry. Where's... There we go. Now I should be more appropriate volume. How does that sound, chat? Does this sound better to you all? No one's telling me, but I'm just checking OBS. So, Realm of the Mad God is a really fun game. And today I'm going to show you why by just playing. The Paladin is my favorite class, as I already told you all. And the reason why is because he's a tank. He just does not take damage at all. And especially when we get armor, because this is a level 1 Paladin. I may have like a tier 7 item and an untiered item here, which means it's really fucking good. But I have those because I have other characters in this game, and I was playing with them, and I got those. So there, we got tier 2 armor now. We're a little stronger, and we leveled up. Sweet. The Paladin is personally my favorite, just because not only is he a tank, but he can heal himself. That's really awesome. Especially in this game, where healing is very important. The other important thing is range, which unfortunately the Paladin lacks range, but he makes up for what he lacks in range with the fact that he can actually get close to an enemy without dying. I also think that another awesome part is just, this isn't the only class, this is just the one I'm choosing to show you, again, because it's my favorite. And when you play through this game, you're going to note that all the classes look great and play differently. Like, there's similar classes, like the Paladin is similar to the Knight. But the Knight plays completely different from the Paladin. The Knight may be much higher defense. Ooh, Ring of Health. He may be much higher defense, but he can't heal. Like I can right here. Which really sucks. If you're like, I'm low on health, and I don't have potions. Because, congratulations, man. You're about to figure out what happens when you die. I don't know if we'll die in this, run. My main goal is to show you all, like, just kind of basic gameplay. And then kind of explain it. And I think that this game is fun. And if you want to try it, it's free. Which is my favorite part. It's free. I was able to introduce friends to this who don't have as high of income as my family because it's a free game. And I think the most fun is that it gets challenging. Like, as you saw right there, that's like a big chunk of health from walking into that swarm of enemies. Not my best idea, but still was fun and kind of rewarding. Granted, we aren't going to get any sword more powerful than my current one, or any seal that might be more powerful, because, again, I did those when I was a different character who is much higher leveled. But We might see some fun stuff. We might get better armor, at least. Right now, though, I'm trying to find you all a dungeon that we can go through. The way we do that is by beating up enemies and hoping that we get a drop of one. Some have guaranteed drops, like there's a snake enemy who always drops a dungeon called the Forbidden Jungle. And I hope we get him. While others, they just can drop random dungeons. Like these snowmen, they're a seasonal thing because it's December. And they don't drop dungeons, I believe. I haven't been able to get them to drop a dungeon, but they do drop other stuff, like the normal enemies. But yeah, pretty fun game. Oh. And the goal of the game, because this game actually does have a final boss and whatnot, is you want to beat the final boss. As you can tell by the game itself, this is a bullet hell boss. And you have to really be good at this game if you want to beat that final boss. You all may remember Yeetus. He also plays this game sometimes on stream. I think last night he was doing Shin Megami Tensei for the first time, which hopefully he liked it, because I know he likes Persona 5 a lot. But he has played this, I believe, on stream and shown off his amazing characters as compared to my very newbie characters, who are definitely nothing compared to his. Let's beat up these dwarves. I will explain a bit of the other classes if we can come across one. It doesn't look like I'm nearby anyone. You can see in the bottom right if I'm near anyone. And if Yeetus or Bunny gets online, which I doubt they will, because one's at work and the other's at the movies, then we'll see them, hopefully. Because they're part of my guild. Come on, you dragon. Oh, a tier 2 seal. So as you can see, like, that green number means it's better than my current seal, but the red means it's worse. That's what I was talking about with, we might not see a replacement for that thing that's worth it. I think that seal is one of my favorites, though. I got it from a tier 3 book for the priest. Ooh. I'll keep that. That looks very nice. But the reason I'll keep that too is because if someone like Bunny, who likes playing the magic classes, wants an easier time as the priest, or if I meet a priest who's really struggling, I can drop it for them. And I can be like, hey, you want to have this free tier 3 ability? Which I think is a nice part of the culture of this game. When I first started playing with Yeetus, I think it was back in the beginning of December, there was people who ran up to me when I first started playing Paladin, who would drop literally like tier 10 armor and swords for me. Because they were just being nice. And I thought that was awesome. I love it when that type of spirit gets promoted in a community. But make your guesses now, chat. Will I make it to the max level? And if not, what level am I gonna die at? Go ahead, leave it in the YouTube comments, like with the timestamp of when you thought I was going to die the most or something. Let's see here. Nothing useful besides that armor. That armor was a nice steal, though. I'll take that. Now my armor matches my sword. I'm a knight in golden armor. Ooh, what was that? Oh, the Minotaur. Neat. He keeps disappearing. I wonder where he's going to. I don't know why we haven't gotten a dungeon yet either, because usually I would have gotten a dungeon by this point, and as you can see, chat, I'm going through many enemies. Bad luck, I guess? That's fine, though. Sometimes I do get that luck with Realm of the Mad God. You either get good luck or bad luck, and typically for me it's the bad luck. Oh, there's a person teleporting to me. Ooh, I nearly died there. I'm in the orange health. You can join other people if you want, though. So, for example, if your friend is playing and they're having a struggle, just join up with them. Make it easier. Are you playing, but you have no friends who want to join? Team up with other people. You don't even need to know them. You can just team up with them. It looks like people are following me around because I'm the Paladin. And that means that I can heal them and, like, I think maybe buff them. Yes, I can. I can buff them a bit. Nothing good. The only problem is I lack the mana here to do it, like, over and over. But if we ever get to see the final boss on this stream, which I doubt we will because I usually die at the final boss. Oh, this is a snake. And there's a treasure chest in there, so I really want to get in there. Look out, man. Look out. Shrek there is really... Oh, snake pit. Snake pit is really good, so I want to go into it immediately. The only problem is that since I'm a paladin, I'm slower. And snakes are notoriously, like, speed. So as you can imagine, this can be a harder thing for a tanky, slow class. Oh, unless you're like me and apparently avoiding damage somehow. Wait. Okay, they can damage me. I was like, wait a minute. Am I unable to be damaged by these little guys? Which, yes, can happen sometimes. It's happened to me before where I've gotten so strong as the paladin, it's impossible for me to die via damage from very small enemies like this. But, yeah, these guys are actually doing damage. We're gonna stay back a bit and break these blocks, because when I reach level 20, I should explain that there is a mechanic in this game that will actually make it more appealing to play the higher level characters that are very overpowered. We're gonna lure you out one by a time. I would take on the whole lot of you, but at the same time, you're all a lot. I think what's also nice about Snake Pit is they make it so it's like the ancient temple stereotype of there's snakes pouring out of the wall. But at the same time, that makes it so it's harder to, like, heal up. Especially in these areas where it's like, I need to fight a boss. Or a mini-boss, and he's pretty strong in groups. I should also point out that this, I can actually see where the enemy is. Where my boss is. And that's why I should make my way over there. But afterwards, when we beat the final boss here, like the boss of the dungeon, we're free to explore wherever we want. So we may look around, because there's actually special buffs we can get in this dungeon via a secret room. However, said secret room is not always guaranteed, and even if it is guaranteed, it's a very hard boss fight. But I want to show off what you could get from it, because I believe that newer players should know about this mechanic and kind of the culture behind it. There is a really neat culture behind the mechanic, if I can show it. I should also explain, this is my little ghost. He's my pet. He will follow me to the ends of the earth, and even if I die, he does not go away forever. I may lose my inventory items, but if I was to die with the little ghost, I would not lose him at all. He would stay right by me. And he has special skills of his own that I'm going to explain. So heal. He heals. Attack far. He shoots a little bullet sometimes. We can show it off if I stand near these breakable blocks. You gonna do it? No, usually he does it on the blocks. But he will shoot a little bullet at enemies. There he goes. He will shoot a little bullet at enemies and destructible objects. And overall, this can be a really great thing. He also has electric, but that is not unlocked yet, so I don't feel like the explanation would be very valuable. But if you get a pet with that ability, it means that they will flash. And when they are flashing, if an enemy touches them, they are stunned. So he's basically like a sniper that also heals me. He's like my little support. He makes up for my downsides. Also, he looks like the channel mascot, so I really like him. Oh, we're near the boss. This boss can be a little hard. Oh. Snake oil. We will definitely take that. Snake oil is a really good healing item, despite what snake oil means. We're actually near the max level, too. Nice. The max level in this game is 20. It's kind of like D&D rules, where it's like once you get to level 20, you're basically very overpowered. But there is a twist to it, in that there's reasons to play level 20. Other than just completely steamrolling everything. Or everything except for, like, bosses. And here she is, Safino, the Snake's Queen. We're gonna try and beat her. Oh my god. We already need the, like, height of it. So yeah, as you can see right there, chat, this game can quickly turn the tables on you and completely destroy you, even if you're very powerful. And therefore, you should be very, 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 very careful. Especially if you're like me and you're currently holding something that you want to keep. But if I do die, I've unlocked all the classes, so I can show off all the classes. They've actually added a new one recently that I kind of like, but at the same time don't completely understand, called the Kensei. Who, put simply, I just call it the Quick Draw Master, because it's easier to call it that than anything else. And it basically summarizes what the character does completely. We're also going to try and, like, weave in and out to defeat Safino here, but at the same time, I do be struggling. When I said that slower characters have a tougher time in Snake Pit, I was not joking. There's another dungeon that this also happens in, but we didn't get it. It's called Spider Den. And if you ever go in the spider den, you'll immediately understand why. It is very difficult to do if you move slowly. Oh no, she made me move slower. Now might be the time to run in. Oh, never mind, never mind. Now's not the time to run in. Ghost, heal me, 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 heal me. Holy Jeebus. Holy wiener fart. We might... Oh my god. We've done a bit of damage to her, at least. Alright. I really don't want to lose this Paladin, because I actually want to show off what happens when you get to the max level, and I would prefer to do that in one stream, rather than two. Alright. We're getting close to killing her, like, flying snake minions. I think. I don't know if she spawns more. If she does, that's annoying, but whatever. Oh, she's currently doing a bomb attack on me, which is really nice, because it means that I have to constantly move around and cannot rest. And my god. This is the streamer curse, chat. I can't do good on Snakepit alone. But don't worry, if I die, I'm going to show you a if I get too close to dying for comfort, I'll just show you a secret cheat. And by secret cheat, I mean intended game design mechanic that they tell you about in the literal tutorial of the game. Okay, we're gonna run out of the room. Here's another thing that is completely intended. Fucking. Alright, we're getting out of here. If you hit R, you can leave a dungeon at any time and return to the main hub of the game, called the Nexus. I do this whenever I'm going to die. The reason is because, as you can tell, when you get close to dying, you really, really, really get scared. And when you know about that R button trick, it's a lot. It's just a lot of, like, it's your panic button. It's like your let's get out before I die button. I'll actually, since I'm also low on HP potions. Oops. Why can't I see my... There we go. I'm sorry, I couldn't see the chat. Alright, tutorial can only be accessed through Nexus. Wow. If you do /tutorial in the chat, you can go do the tutorial again. Granted, I've already been through it multiple times, so I won't bother showing you the entire tutorial. You can just do that on your first playthrough. It is actually really good to do the tutorial if you're a wizard, because there is wizard things here all the time. Also, I would just like to show everyone that I don't take damage. Or, well, I take very, very, very little damage from the tutorial itself. But going through the tutorial is always a good idea, because you can build up potions this way, and I'm gonna be real, the second I learned that, I stopped going and grinding for potions. I just went through tutorials several times. So I only have 1 HP potion, which is very bad. I do not like that. And we're going to get 5 more by doing the tutorial. There is also, like, dialogue in the bottom left from the enemies, but I barely bother to read it because I'm usually too busy dodging the enemies. Also, yes, I actually do take no damage. I believe it's when you're Paladin, tier 3 or better armor will mean that basically you do no damage. Or you do no damage. You take no damage. So what's in here? Some HP potions. And as I said, this place heavily favors the wizard, so the wizard can use this. There's also the necromancer and the mystic. I'm gonna be real with everyone in the chat right now. I do have my, like, best and worst classes in the game already figured out. I think the best class in the entire game is the priest, because of his range and healing ability. The only problem is he's very squishy, so he can die in 2 hits. The paladin does basically the priest, which is why he's second best, but he's also slower and very, very hard to justify against, like, bosses. Although, if Yedis has told me that the final boss of the game has been done by one person who was a paladin and had a very broken pet. But the worst class in the game, in my opinion, the absolute worst that needs some sort of buff or change, is the mystic. There's just nothing good to say about the mystic. Oh. The mystic is like, I just can't really explain it in the words. But let's go get to level 20. And let's show you all just how good the paladin gets. Oh, pirate cave, sweet. This is intended to be your first dungeon. Oh, Yedis just asked me what my seal is. That is the sandstone seal, Yedis. He tried to talk for everyone wondering why he didn't just speak in chat. He tried to talk in chat, but Twitch's mobile is very annoying. Watch this VOD get deleted now because I badmouthed their mobile. Pirate Cave is the easiest and probably first dungeon you'll do, by the way, so when you see me not taking damage and completely destroying everything, this won't be your first time through Pirate Cave. Although it might feel like this if you play like the Knight. The Knight, it literally is just... he's my second favorite class. I think I can use this, though, to talk about more things. This game may be free, but there is in-game purchases, mainly like skins. They do not really, like, do anything. Most of the in-game purchases are mainly like, you can do them with a currency we will see that you can earn in-game. But using real money just helps the developers. So there's merit to use the in-game currency. There's merit to use the real money. Personally, though, I feel like if you were to spend actual money, there is good reason to spend it. Like, my favorite being, they made weapons that are very, very difficult to get. You may just never see them because you're struggling really bad with the game. There's a way to purchase them. You can either purchase them with the in-game currency or use the real-world currency. But I prefer using the in-game, even though I know it would help out the developers. Just because it would be easier. This game doesn't feel pay to win too, which is really nice to strike that balance of like, you could purchase real things with real money, but it doesn't feel pay to win, because it feels like if I actually was to play through the game with said items that I could pay for. But those items are just like, if I was on the final boss and I won phase 1, which is usually the phase that I win with multiple people, and then we dip out because we just wanted the loot. If you win that, you're probably gonna get everything you could have just paid for to have at the beginning, like this. Like this sword. Which is a nice feeling, like, there's really no obligation to pay to this game besides skins, which is only if you really want them. You can earn them through daily quests and the login rewards, which is also nice. I think that this game handles it's like, we're free, but you can pay if you want, very well. Which is very different than like the other free games I've seen on Steam. Or other games who have like money that helps you get certain things. Like this guy here is rocking a skin. Oh my god, he's rocking more than a skin. I should also explain that those ST items he was holding, those are called set tiers. And that means that they're part of a set. If you get all of the set, it's really good. Oh yeah, I also forgot that there's... I should have... Chat, I'm sorry I'm an idiot. There's music in this game, and I just realized that I didn't turn it on. So, hear me out. I do like the sounds of, this dungeon forest maze. I like how it sounds. This is nice forest music, so we'll play a song here. There's also these items called Speedy Sprouts, which may not look very helpful, but I can move very fast when I eat one. And considering that most of these enemies fire projectiles, that's a very handy thing to drop in this dungeon. We're gonna go fight Mama Megamoth, which is gonna be hard because I'm a Paladin. And me and Yeetus have a joke about this, but I keep getting destroyed by Mama Megamoth, even though she's one of the easiest bosses in the game, due to a certain status effect she inflicts called Confusion. Which you can see here, changes my controls at random. I am never lucky with Confusion. I will get confused and like my controls will fight against me in the worst possible manner. And it always has consistently made me fighting this boss in particular very difficult. So we want to kill all her little moths. And yes, stunned is also a status effect she inflicts. It means you can't use your primary attack, which for me is my sword. If you were like a wizard, you would be able to still damage her. But I am not. So I do take damage. But we have a joke called getting gangbanged by the moth. I wish I was joking. Getting gangbanged by the moth is when Mama Megamoth forces you into a corner and proceeds to just destroy you through contact damage. So basically she just corners you and then proceeds to fly directly into you, which is an always active hitbox. It means that you die basically instantly, even if you have like 600 health. I have died an embarrassing amount of times to that. And what triggers it is I get confused. I get bad luck. So I walk into a corner. And Mama Megamoth decides to aggro me. This has happened more times than is necessary for Mama Megamoth to do. And she just loves watching me suffer, apparently. There we go. There we go. Ooh, I'm gonna get him. I did want to do a let's play of this game, but at the same time, I couldn't do a let's play of, like, you know, an MMO. Hey. But let's try and get to level 20 here. I want to show off the amazing handling of getting a character to max level and making it so that you'd actually want to play this game more. It is like other MMOs, I guess. In which, like, other MMOs, when you get to max level, it just becomes, will make your character stronger. But the way Mad God handled it was really fun, because this game can get genuinely easy if you actually can manage to do this. And there's actual rewards that are just really fun to get if you manage to fully complete a character. So for example, I really want to complete the Paladin, because I would love to flex the idea of, hey guys, I did it. I finally completed the Paladin. And then I could help out the other little paladins who are trying to do my little work here. I'm not gonna go in the pirate cave again unless we get something special about it. Like you saw in Snake Pit that we had, like, rewards boosts. And there was downsides along with the good sides. I forget what the downsides were, but we got boosts from it, right? So like Forest Maze had no buffs there. Forest Maze has no buffs here. I kind of want to just showcase, like, a pirate cave with buffs, just for fun. Come on, you. We seem to be hitting a kind of plateau, so I'm trying to go to harder enemies. The further you... I'm going to zoom out fully my minimap on the top right there. The further you go towards the center, the harder the enemies get. It's kind of like... They have, like, different elevations, so it's like... You start out at the beach, which is sea level. Then you go into the lowlands, which is like hills and prairies. Then you go to the highlands, which is like cliffs and dangerous stuff. And then there's the very terrifying Godlands, which is the top of the mountain and kind of a volcano. It is horrifying, and I do not like going into the Godlands because I for sure will almost always die. So we're going to make our way to the Highlands and just grind there. Oh. Or we won't, because if you check the bottom left, Oryx has closed the realm off. Which means that we're going to have to go fight him. This means that the players, all those little yellow squares, who I'm playing with, have successfully managed to kill every final boss, basically, like every boss in the realm. And that Oryx has been driven mad. And he will now bring us to his castle so we can kick his ass. With the intention of Oryx is trying to win. However, as you would guess, Oryx generally does not do good against a fight of like 7,000 people. Or more 50 people who are just all incredibly strong. There was nothing good in here for me. That's a shame. The Durgan. This is going to be fun though, because as the Paladin, my seal allows me to boost people. And that is really nice. in a group of like 50 people when you're fighting a big boss, it feels really fun to boost all of those people. I should also say, you'll see when Oryx summons us. But we will probably not see what a tier 3 fight looks like, or his basically final form in this looks like. Oryx is summoning us. Can you tell, chat? The screen is shaking after all. As you would also imagine, it's like winter themed. So if you ever get to this part and you're a newbie player, here's what I recommend. Stay a bit towards the back because you're still trying to learn the game. And all the players who are like a little more confident and can actually help will go in the front for you. We will see many people die, by the way, so please press F in the chat as is appropriate so they know that someone has actually paid their respects. I also think that this music is great, so I'm happy I had the music on for this. I think the funniest part, though, is me and Bunny share this issue. Sometimes we can't tell where our cursor is on the screen when there's all these people. I share that issue with Bunny because, my god, there is so many people, like right here especially. Can any of you actually see my cursor? And while we are at level 20 now, I can explain that my experience bar is gone and instead replaced with something called fame. Which, what's that? Fame is your new XP. It is super awesome. Fame is, you want to do like achievements with your character. So for example, defeating these bosses is an achievement. Going through dungeons a certain amount of times, usually like 50 to 100, is an achievement. Aw, damn it. And when you die, you earn fame. Unfortunately, we died there, but that's okay. So now I can explain to you what it's like to die. You'll earn your fame. This means that these guys, they have fame. You can restart as a new character. And you'll see if you reach level 20 and you have not unlocked a character yet. So for Paladin, it was the Trickster and the Bard. You'll unlock something. There are still new classes being added. So I've naturally tried to get everyone to level 20. I'm pretty sure that the Kensei is level 20 too. Yes, he is. But yeah, I think that's really fun. You also do get bonuses if you continue to play as a level 20 character. So it's like, you would need to go through the Shatters, which is a really, really hard dungeon, 5 times, and you permanently increase the attack of the rogue by 1. Awesome, right? And if you achieve bonuses, I think it's, yeah, if you achieve 1 bonus on each of these stats, you increase everyone who can use the armor, and you achieve a bonus for everyone who can use the weapon. Awesome, right? And I believe if you actually, yeah, if you achieve a bonus on all stats as well, you also get more damage. And I believe that you get, if you get all of these, you'll get extra XP and you get a skin and a statue. Although no one will be able to see your statue, you'll just have it in private, but you will get a skin. Which, some of these skins are really fun. So for example, if I got the Paladin, like, fully leveled up by beating all of these dungeons up to 5 times, I would get, I believe it's like, yeah, we disengage from combat faster, which is a plus because we heal faster, basically. And all of our swords would drop bonus loot and do more damage. I believe Paladins would inflict more damage and then get more XP. You want to get all these stars filled out up here as high as you can. So 15,000 is the big goal that I want to get with Paladin. And when you start new with a character, you start with tier 0 items and you have nothing. I lost everything. But as I told you, my little ghost is still here. So that's nice, right? And I have more fame. This basically means if I wanted to, you see I can build up fame to upgrade the pet yard and stuff. Or if I go into here, actually if I go into here, into Nexus, we can go to the shop. These are skins. We're not going to look at them though, because they're just aesthetic. If we go into the shop, or as it's called, the Grand Bazaar, I just call it the shop because it's a shop. If I build up enough fame, I could buy a thing like a ring to make me stronger. So, for example, if I really wanted to have a better time as Paladin, I'd go buy this ring right here. But I'd need a lot of fame for it. You could go and you could buy really powerful tier 11 things if you build up enough fame. What else is there? That's the warrior, that's the knight. And you could buy, again, you could buy like, is my sword? No, this is not my sword. But you could buy like really powerful stuff to start the game with. Because, and as you can see, like, you could buy the abyssal armor for real money, or you could just buy it by grinding a lot. I prefer one over the other, obviously. Oh, I can actually nearly buy this. But, yeah, I think that's nice. That's why the game doesn't feel as pay to win, in my opinion, is because if you really wanted to, you could just grind to make it easier on yourself. And it is true that you technically do start out with, as you saw, I have 3 characters. You do start out with 1 character. But due to daily logins and, like, generally just Christmas stuff, like Christmas bonuses, I have 3. And I would just play my 3 favorites, which is all the tanks. The warrior, the knight, and the paladin. And if I want to, like, say, oh, I'm tired of playing the paladin right now, I want to be the warrior. Simple as that. Oh wait, I wanted to put you away. The bone dagger. I wanted to put that away, actually. But yeah, that was Realm of the Mad God. I really do like this game, and I thought that it would be fun to show off. And again, it's free on Steam if you really want it. As I showed you, the only monetary value that you need to waste is on skins if you want them. If you want to support the game devs, you can buy coins and use them. And yeah, I think that's a nice part of playing this game, is like no money that I spend will be taken by Steam or someone who doesn't really need it. It'll be all taken by the developers to make the game better. I'm also going to show off feeding. This is just fun to me. This is how you buff your pet, is just feeding. And I'm just going to buff my little ghost there so he's stronger. But yeah, I think that... Whoa. The game does have some glitches, but anyways, I think that's where we're gonna end stream. I just wanted to show off this fun game, and I thought that it was a good game, so I wanted to play it on stream for you all. Currently, I have no money invested in this game, but I've been thinking about buying a funny skin for the Paladin just so... Actually, let me find it. Where is it? Isn't over here yet. There's a funny skin I want to show off to you all. No, it's not here right now. But these do sell for a lot less if you come and get them before they go. So like when it says going in 2 minutes, you come and get them fast. Because they'll be sold for a lot less. And there's a really funny skin I wanted to show, but unfortunately it's not here right now. So, oh, I could just run to the bazaar. But the only money I would probably invest in this game at the moment, because I'm gonna be real, I just like grinding more than I like spending money. Oh. No. Aw, it's not here. Oh, well, there is Obama if you want to play as Obama. Best free game on Steam is TF2. I'm gonna be real with you right there, that TF2 has nothing on this. Especially because in TF2, can I be Obama Paladin? I think that's a good way to end off the stream, though, is reminding you all that you can play as Obama, the Paladin Almighty. We're gonna head off, though. We'll be back tomorrow, I believe, same time. Maybe a different game. I was thinking about doing a rival stream with Who Is, but we frankly have probably no interesting characters at the moment that I can think of. That, well, there is actually one, but the problem was I was going to do him today, and I might need to record and edit the episode instead due to a general problem with YouTube and Twitch. But we're gonna head off for today, I believe. I hope you had a wonderful time on the stream. Today I will also be trying to figure out how to set up a capture card with my monkey brain. And hopefully when we return we can actually start a playthrough on my Switch. But if that isn't in the cards for tomorrow, we'll instead do a different thing. I hope you had a nice time today, joining if you did, or catching the VOD if you're watching this on YouTube. We'll be back tomorrow again, same time. Have a nice day and be safe.